Hi guys, in this video I'm going to build a simple landing page like this as you see on the screen. Very simple landing page. This is exactly what I'm going to build. Now to get started, let's open our Visual Studio Code and open a new folder. And the folder is called landing page. That's how I named it, landing page. From there, they are not important. Yeah, get some image that you're going to use. Me, I'm going to use a sport. And yeah, this Porsche thing is very nice. But you can get another image, or if you want a Porsche thing too, you can go and search for it on Wallpaper Cave and on Splash, on splash.com. You can get them Porsche cars. Inside the folders, you can just create index.html file, and you can also create a style.css file because you need it to style the items for the landing page. Now inside the HTML, just write the basic HTML and then change the title to landing page because the landing page already appeared there, so you want to change it. Now after change the title to landing page, get straight to the body, and inside the body we will start with a division, and that division is going to contain two divisions, and it's going to be for the navigation bar on top of the page for the landing page. So the first division I'm going to name it main, and the main is going to contain all the items in the navigation, and inside the main I'm going to have an h1. That h1 is going to call landing page. You can give it any name that you want. Me, I'm going to give it landing because it's a landing page. Now after that, you create another div inside it, and that div is going to be for now. And now we have UL as usual. And UL, create UL align, give it an href tag as a link, and you name this hook. You copy this and you paste it 4 times, 3 times, how many times you want. Just make sure it's sensible and reasonable as well. Alright, now the next one we just changes to service, we changes to location, and we changes to about us. You can do anything that you want. But it's HTML, you can change it. It's simple, it's not complicated. About us. Now this is for the navigation. Alright, this is for the navigation. Now we are done with the navigation. Now let's head to the next one, which is the content. We are going to have those stuffs out there. Welcome to this page and blah 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 blah. Inside the content, we're going to have a container. The container is going to contain every single item inside that. Welcome to my page. Click on this and everything. And this in this container, I have an image. And that image will be the image I told you to get before we started out this. Now inside the container class, we give it an h2 of welcome to my landing page, and the paragraph we're just going to write lorem ipsum. What is lorem ipsum? Something like this. It's lorem ipsum is quite long, but let's take it like that. It is what it is. All right. Then we give it a button, and that button is going to be get started. Any random thing like this. Now let's check our browser. This is what we've done. I forgot to run it, so let's run it. You can use 5 server or live server, whatever you are going to use. So landing page, home, service, location, about us, anything. So this is what we've done. Now let's connect our HTML with our CSS. Link CSS. Let me save this and let me open this twice so that I can see both sides. Okay, now I'm going to edit the websites. We are going to get all of the elements. We are going to set the margin to 0 by default and padding to 0. We are going to change the default to everything to 0 with box size and border box so that we can do our flex boxes request. Let me save this and everything will be like lumped together. Now we're going to edit everything out. After changing this, we'll head to the main div. That's the first thing that we get started with. And the main div, we are going to give it a height of 10 gauge, a width of 100%. We are going to give it a display of flex. We'll give it an overflow of hidden. And I'm going to give it a background of indie. Let's save this, and I think this pretty much amazing. Now let's head to the main H1, the main H1 here, which is the landing page, and we're going to give a flex of 1, and we're going to set this apart so that we can merge them together when I put them apart. Now if I set the flex to 1, I can give it a margin of 1 rem, we'll come a little bit downwards, right? And I can give it a font size of 20 pixels. so small, let's say 60 pixels. A little bigger, let's say 40 pixels. Mm. Um, any kind of thing that you just use any kind of thing, anything that will make the web app easy. But me, I'm gonna go with 30. I'm gonna go with 30. So use whatever you want. We're gonna change the color to white, the font family to consolas. Yeah, it sounds amazing. Okay, now we are done with the website's name itself. Now let's style the navigation buttons. So with the navigation button, you just get the main nav. Now this how we're going to get it. I'm going to change the width to 400 pixels so that it will come a little bit closer. And after that we're done, we just get a nav URL. And the URL we're going to set it to display inline flex. Inline flex is going to let it be inline so that it will not be blocked like this. So now this is why they call it inline flex. Now they are inline. I'm going to change the margin to 1 rem. Yeah, let's see what happens. The way it is now, it doesn't match. Let me bring it to 2. Let me see. Let me change it to 1.6. I think this is one. Yeah. Now we want to remove those point things. The list items, the one that's indicating that it is an unordered list because we use an unordered list. That's how UL stands for. UL stands for unordered list. So the unordered list uses these dots to indicate the list in a specific item. An item text. I'm going to move them by using the nav ULLI. Then this we are getting these sort of elements. You see, the elements in the class ULLI, these things. These are the things that you are going to edit. Now nav ULLI, we're going to change the text creation to none and the list style to none. The text decoration is not going to work unless the href tag, because the href tags brought the text decoration. The href tag made it underlined because it's a link. So we let's get enough URLIA as well, the href tag, and let's set the text equation to now. Now it will be free from all those distresses as it awaits the blessed hope. Alright, so let's change the margins. The margins for the items, for the list items. So we are going to give here a margin of, let's say, exactly one. I think this is too much because the way it came down, it's serious. Margin 0.5 rand. And let's change this to 1 rand. 1.3. All right, we change this nav UL margin to 1.3 so that it will match with this name here. Now let's change the color. Yeah, you can only change the color in links using the href tag. Yeah. So the color we are going to use white for all of them. If not white, what else? Yeah, what else? If not white, what else? White. I'm going to change the fonts only to Calibri. If not Calibri, what else? Yeah. Home service location about us. Now there's a landing page. We actually wanted to use this color, but I wanted to change a little bit. So we are going to use this color instead of this and see how it will look like. I think in this one, it used something different. I guess. Let me change the. Then okay, it's Calibri. All right. No, it's not Calibri. We should bring the fonts family to the LI instead of the A. Let me delete this because this is not how Calibri looks like. Now, okay, I think it works perfectly. You can try Sego UI too. Yeah, Sego UI is much more amazing and nicer than the other one. And let's give it a hover. Let's give it a hover of nav URLI hover color gray and transition 0.4 seconds. Now, very nice. You are done with the navigation bar, but wait, it's not responsive. Or you cannot work on this, it will be a hectic job. So we just set the at media queries here. At media queries max with let's say 500 pages. and we set the nav items to display none. So when it come here, nothing will come. Display none. Nothing will come for here. So it will be like this. I just okay. Now let's head on to change the styles for these items here, so that it will look like this. Yeah, so that it will look like this. It will look like that and this and that and this and that. Whatever. Let's change. Let's start by getting the content. And the content, I'm going to give it a width of 100%, a height of 100 VH, and we're going to give it a background image. The one that I go right here. In my assets, I have the Porsche. The background size, we are going to use cover. Save this, and now this is what we have. It's going to be identical to this, but later this will be different. We will bring these nav things a little bit upper because it looks like this is up and this is a little bit down, and it's not nice. Now let's keep editing them. This one is up, this down. Okay, the same thing, it's the same thing. Yeah, let's keep editing till we reach this goal. But yeah, we'll make sure that this one is much more nicer than this. Let's edit these stuff. Under the content, we have contain. Container will build a border for it, and the border is going to be 1 pixel solid black, and I'm going to give it a width of 500 pixels, a height of 20 each. Let me change the height to 30 each. All right, I think it's worth it. And margin, let me give a margin of 0 so I get to the center. Right here, I'm going to change the padding here to 75 pixels and make it 85. It will make it, it will not make it look like this, but a little bit identical. So 100, let me make it 100, not 100. Doesn't still fit inside the sentence. 150. Let's see. Okay, I think 170. All right, it's good. It's good. It matches with it. I think the border and everything matches. Just have to change some small things. Now let's set the border to none. And the background, they are going to use RGBA. And RGBA, let these sort of colors from there. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.3. What am I seeing? We don't know why the thing has disappeared unexpectedly. Where did the image go? I think there's a problem here. Let's clean this and get it back. But if yours didn't go, congratulations. Assets, what's happening? Background for the background, we're going to use 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, let me close it and run it again. You are not getting the image right here. You are not getting the image. We are getting the background of what I used here. You are getting that background right here. The background of, yes, but I don't know. Feel free to pause it. Feel free to skip ahead if you didn't face any problem like this. Was the image we can't find it? We don't know why. Was the image is here? It's working perfectly, but we can't see it. Background image. Let's get it again. Background image because that's a query user content because they have all disappeared. Wait, I think there's uh then inside the asset we have this. So we shouldn't give it to this, we should give it to the container. Sorry. We should be giving to the container. Not but if you also encounter the same problem, you have to also encounter the same problem because you are using this video. So it should be at the content side. The content side is having a picture. So we don't have to give it any background. So this is the container. Inside this is a container that this is what we are editing, not the content. The content is where it holds everything inside this. All right, so I think we should set a border to now for here. Border now. Mistakenly did this inside. All right. We mistakenly went here inside instead of here. Now let me change the width and the height. I think that place there's still some things to be done. 600. Let me change this to 40. It has become a little bit bigger. Let me align all the items to center and just five contents to let's say center. Okay, text align center. Now let's edit them one by one. The container H2, we're going to give it a pattern of 10 pixels, color of white, a font size of 2 rem, a font family. Let's use the console as we use here. Now we should use Calibri. Yeah, sounds nice. 2.5 RAM or time. I think 2.2 RAM. Yeah. Now let's edit the container paragraphs. Where is the lorem ipsum? The lorem ipsum, I'm going to give it um, fonts. Let's first give the color to white. The fonts family to consolas. So this is, and let's reduce it. The font weight to 200. Because the way it looks so, let's change it to 100 instead. I'll say 107 times. I think this is not helping us. Let me use several right now. This works well. Okay. And let's give it a margin of 1 rem. And now left with the button. The button, I'm going to set the border to be none. We are going to give it padding of 0.6 rem and 2 rem. So a little bit bigger. Let me use 0.7. Let me use 3. The height, no, 1. Yeah, I think this sounds nice here. And let's change the background to indigo and the color to white. And let's give it a hover. Dot container button background indigo. And the indigo I'm going to make it a little bit lighter so that when you apply it, there will be a change. Let's give it a transition of 0.6 seconds. You see the change. Remove the transition itself. Let it happen normally like this. Let me change this to make it look a little bit closer to the normal color so that it will be like still I don't like it. But you can use anything you want. It's color. You can change it to anything that you want. Right now this sounds nice. Let me push everything to a little bit downwards. I can do that with the help of the content itself. I can set the content container. I can set everything here. I can do everything here, pardon, inside the container. So pardon, it says 10 pixels. Let me make it 13 pixels, 20 pixels, 14 pixels. I think it's nice. Alright, so you can also try and edit the nav as well. The nav, you should let it go up. The nav margin, let's change it to 1. Now that now matches with the landing page then. Okay, now this, let's compare it with the one we did, the business page. Now this one is a little bit cute. Your one stop solution for all, but and this one is a little bit larger. This one is cute, simple. This one also cute, simple. But this is what we built. It's very amazing. This is nice. This two is nice. We use the same format but different changes in it. But this one was specific. We see cars and the rest. We want stuff for vehicles and the rest. We were specific of what we did. But if you compare both of them, this one is much more amazing than this. The color for this is attractive. The navigation bar is built nicely, but this one, you see the navigation bar is not, the navigation bar is built nicely. Now we won the competition about us location service room, landing the way we look at how this looks like and how this looks like amazing. If you come here, the background on point, but the way we start here is very nice because here you see it sounds so good and this is also bold. And the button sucks, but here the button is very nice. And we have decreased the font size, the font width for this, and also the topic. We made this one bold, and we gave it a background transparent. But this wasn't overlay. This was transparent background. All right, so this is the end of the video. If you've made it so far, or even if you couldn't make it far and you watch, at least you learn something. There are more that you have to learn. This is the basics. As you are advanced, you don't need to write all this CSS, all this vanilla CSS. You just insert the classes like Tailwind CSS, Bootstrap, and the rest. But this will grab you and give you the basics of how the styles works. If you get the basics well, you can do everything. But if you don't get the basics, you won't suffer in the future. Alright, this is the end of this video. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.